Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fifth day of January 2025. Welcome to Afro Swing FX. Today I'll be doing a market outlook for the year 2025. But before we do an outlook of 25, let's look at what 24 had in store for us. We look at highlight trades that were important in growing our portfolio as a copy trader. And the first trade was the NZD USD. For those of you who are in my copy trading platform on with Windsor Brokers, you got this trade and we made some good money. So NZD USD, I maintain our bearish outlook for the short term. Until we see the inauguration, we are likely to see the dollar strengthening across the board. So currently NZD USD is sitting at this level. It could break lower. I think it will break lower. And then we are going to trade the retracement up to this level of 0.62. So for guys who are looking for conservative trades that will not risk their account, this would be one of the best trades in 2025 if we catch this trade. So the next trade was Euro USD. Our projection was that it was going to collapse to this level of 1.01, 1.009. So presently, as you can see, it's at this level of 1.02. So it's not so far from 1.09. So once it collapses to that level, we are likely to buy and exit the 1.08. So again, if you have a micro lot and enter at 1.03 and say you exit at 1.08, you've made at least $50 on a micro lot trade. And I don't think that will stress your account. Then we go to the next trade that I'm presently holding, and that trade I think will open the year for us with the profits. It's the AUD Canadian. So we've been seeing a lot of weak economic data coming out of China, and it's weighing AUD heavily. It's weighing down AUD heavily, and also NZD. So what we are seeing is that I got into this trade, let's say sometime in July. Remember, I am a swing trader. Sometimes I act as a position trader. I only get into trades and exit when they hit take profits, not any sooner. So this was a short trade, and presently you're seeing we are almost at the first take profit zone and the second take profit zone. So once the markets open in the next, let's say 3 hours, I could adjust my take profits to the appropriate region. So these were the highlights for 2024. However, there's one particular currency I want you guys to pay attention to, and that's the American dollar. And I look at the DXY. So early in the year, I did an article about bots versus brains. It's a nice article. Come read it, and then you could, of course, leave your comments and share with your friends. So the chart is not linked to the article, but it's good that we have the chart here. So my analysis was this thing was going to collapse to this level and, of course, take off. Now, where are we today? You see the markets collapsed up to that level, and of course, they took off to this other new level. So, where is the dollar today? So, if you look at the DXY on the weekly time frame, so we had a break of structure that confirmed that we're in a bearish momentum. So, we got I'd say another confirmation that the markets came to this level and took off. So you're likely to see up until the point of inauguration. I think it's 20th of January, if I'm not mistaken. You are likely to see the dollar, which is likely to rise to this level, and then let's see come down to this level. Alternatively, the dollar could collapse to the 100 level, then take off. Whatever scenario happens, we will see how to trade appropriately. So, what are my currencies that I'm looking at in 2025? So, with the dollar strengthening, I know with time it will weaken. So, if it weakens, I'll be buying all cross dollar pairs. So, I have this AUD USD. Presently, it's in bearish momentum, and I'm anticipating it will break this level. Let me just change the color to, let's say, red. Let's change that to purple because I see I have another red. So 0.617. If price breaks below 0.617, I am looking to trade the retracement for the entire of 2025. And if I get into this trade at this level of 0.61 or 62, and I exit at 0.67, that will be $50 on a micro lot. So if you have a bigger account, of course, you can place a larger lot size. But for me, I work with 0.01. That makes sure that my clients and the copy trading platform are well protected. So that's the first trade I'm looking at. The second trade I'm looking at possibly could be AUDJPY. As you can see on the weekly, we have a change of character, and my anticipation is that once we tap this level, we are likely to come back down. But please note there's another level up here where price could choose to go higher. So again, we are simply waiting. Remember, one of the biggest surprises in 2024 was Bank of Japan raising the rates. So if they keep the rates where they are, the dollar is likely to weaken. But if they give indications they are likely to hold the rates steady, the Australian dollar might actually strengthen to this level, and then we are likely to see intervention, let's say later in the year. So the next trade I'm also looking at is Euro USD. Remember, I talked about price collapsing to the 1.009. As you can see, it was an original take profit, but there's a level of demand seated below. So if price contacts this level, and I think price might contact this level with NFP coming, the inauguration following thereafter, CPI following, we are likely to see a lot of activity for the dollar. So if price comes to this level, I am likely to buy at say 0.99 or even 1 and exit at 1.07. So that will be approximately $60 to $70 of profits with or without swaps, depending on your broker. The next trade would be GBP USD. Again, I think it will collapse in these coming weeks, tapping this week demand zone right here. If it breaks lower, say if it breaks beyond this level, I will still trade the retracement. If it reacts from this level and goes higher, I will still trade the retracement and my exit will be around 1.30. But if I go to the monthly time frame, let's see, yeah, the take profit will be around 1.30. But if you use the weekly time frame, your profit could even be profit target could be the 1.32. Again, pick what works for your risk profile. So GBP NZD is one of the worst trades we took in 2024. And this is a case of wanting to chase trades instead of letting the market speak to you. And this trade has taught me a lesson. So the expectation is that maybe GBP NZD will push higher. And then after it pushes high is when now we are likely to see sellers coming in. So please note, as much as we are having good years, we also have bad years. NZD CHF is a trade that I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to buy NZD CHF with my target area in this zone. Please note on the weekly and the monthly, this is a bearish setup. We're in a bearish setup, but we have a lot of imbalance and fair value gaps, and that is what is influencing my need to trade this as a buy trade. NZD we have a change of character on the weekly that sort of confirms what we are looking for. So I will buy if the market allows me to buy, but I will exit either up here or somewhere up here at 97. So even if you got in at 87 and exited at 92, approximately 45 to $50 with swaps. If you exit at 95, of course you make more, plus again depending on your broker and the swaps they charge you. NZD USD is another trade I'm looking at. Just like AUD USD, my expectation is that it will break lower. Once it does and we get a buy signal, we will wait until this area is cleared. But if it breaks and taps this area, then guys, we are good to go. I'll simply get in here once I have a buy signal and exit up here. So the entire of 2025, I am trading against the dollar. Once we're done with the inauguration, I'll be trading against the dollar. So USD Canadian, as Euro USD is collapsing, Euro Canadian will push higher. Okay, it might push higher. I don't have any guarantees right now. It might push higher. And if it does, it will make a lot of sense because on the monthly, we have an unmitigated zone seated up here at 1.54. Could we see it happen? I don't know. With gold in 2024, nobody thought they would see an all-time high. So same thing with the USD Canadian. Nobody knows whether they'll see an all-time high. So we will wait and see. If they don't seek to print all-time highs, then we'll be selling and exiting at the 1.35. So for those of you who wish to join my signals group, just go to any of my posts on TradingView. Down here, you will see you'll see a link, and the link will bring you to this page. So these are the packages I have. For the 12 months, you'll pay $200. For the 8 months, you'll pay $150. For the 4 months, you'll pay $80. My website developer is working, just a disclaimer, is working on the payment plugin. So for guys in Kenya, of course, you can pay via M-Pesa. For guys who are outside Kenya, we are working on a solution. You could either choose to pay me via Binance, or you send to my crypto wallet, or you could choose to pay me via MasterCard. So we are working on integrating those payment platforms. So you'll simply bear with me for the next, say, 1 week, but after 1 week, we'll be good to go. So guys, thank you. On YouTube, I ask you to like this content, save this content, share this content. That's how my channel will grow. Thank you very much, and I wish you a successful 2025.